Welcome back. Well, we hear a lot of assumptions about the home buying process, but are they all true? Kelly Engstrom and Angie Scoville of Western State Bank are to talk about home buying myths. Welcome back to the show, both. It's great to have you here.
Thank you.
So, I mean, you hear a lot of stuff about going out and buying a home, but then obviously there's the lending piece. So, are all lenders the same?
I think that most lenders are trying to put you in the best financial situation and help you get into the home, but that doesn't mean we're all the same.
So how do you differentiate yourself?
So the biggest difference is that not every bank offers the same programs. So we have first-time homebuyer programs and down payment assistance programs that not all banks in the area offer. We also pride ourselves on getting back to you in a timely manner, and we're also willing to work extra hours to get things done.
So can you give us some examples of the different options maybe that you guys have? Or?
Well, if a client needs to meet after 5 o'clock, we can definitely get that on the schedule, or even weekends sometimes. It really depends on, our schedules as well, but we're definitely putting in the extra time to make sure that our clients are taken care of.
Angie, I think one of the biggest myths is that, oh my gosh, I need 20%,
Right.
down to get a home loan. True or myth?
Myth. You don't always need 20% down. There are many different programs available for home buyers, including first-time home buyer assistance, like Kelly said. Some first-time and subsequent homeowners can put as little as 3% down, depending on their annual income, of course. But we also do provide, or we work with, and will facilitate USDA, FHA, VA, and conventional loans, and all of those have different underwriting guidelines, and so it's really just best to speak with their lender to see what would work best for you.
Nice. How about if I'm looking at a lake home? Is it the same situation, or how does that work?
It's a little different. Lake homes usually, or generally, you're going to be required to bring about 10% put down on the purchase. But lake homes are very, very different than your standard primary home. If it's not a year-round house, if it's a seasonal home, there's going to be different underwriting guidelines. So again, best to talk to your lender to see where that home falls in line.
One of the big things you often hear is, oh my gosh, you got to have like a 720 or 800 credit score.
Well, a good credit score does help in certain areas. However, it's not the end of the world if you don't. So in some circumstances, we can get you qualified even with a credit score under 600.
Really?
Now, with that being said, we do have a credit expert program that we do use to help get borrowers where they need to be. So for example, we had a gentleman that transferred a balance from one credit card to a different credit card, and we increased his score enough to get him a better interest rate. And then in another scenario, we had a borrower that didn't quite qualify yet, but we sent them with a list of items to pay off or pay down, and then a certain time frame on when their score would be high enough to pre-qualify in order to get into their first home.
Nice.
Yeah.
That makes a big difference. I mean, under 600, that will help a lot of people. Anything else you would recommend?
I sound like a broken record, but just to get in and meet with your lender and just to find out what you qualify for. You could be surprised with your purchasing power that you do have. And then it's also good just to know what to expect when you come to closing, how much you need to bring to closing, and what your monthly payment will be, and what monthly payment you should expect.
Real quickly, just talk about why it's so important to get pre-qualified.
Same thing. You really want to know where you lie and what type of purchase amount you can go to.
You don't want to be looking at the high end when you don't quite make it yet, or maybe even the other way around. So definitely talk to your mortgage lender first.
Good stuff, you guys. We appreciate it. Quickly, how can people get a hold of you?
They can give us a call at 701-277-5003 and ask to speak to a mortgage loan officer, or just check online, www.westernbanks.com.
Thank you very much, you guys.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. All right, stay with us. We got much more coming up right after this.
Get 10